So a while back, I went through some of my expanding alias implementations in Z shell and PowerShell. Now I want to talk about what I do in the fish shell, which I've switched to recently. In fact, I switched in part due to the fact that it has an abbreviation concept that's very much like what I was doing with expanding aliases. So in the fish shell, if I type something out like DCPSA, which is an abbreviation for Docker Container PS-A, I can expand that out. And the way I've implemented that, I'm using the abbreviation helper, and then I can specify whatever it is that I want to type as a prefix, like foo. And then, I could complete it here with foo the bar. So if I run that, then every time I type foo, when I hit the space key, that replaces foo with whatever value I specified. So in this case, foo the bar. So obviously, ABBR DCPSA could be Docker Container PS-A. Maybe I want to add a Q in this case. Now DCPSA, and there you go. I've got an AQ. So when it came to the fish shell, I just adopted using an abbreviation directly. And if you look at my dot files, you'll see hundreds and hundreds of these abbreviations defined. And one thing I'd recommend is to pick a shared prefix for each command. And in the case of kubectl, I'm using K. In the case of Docker, I'm using D. In the case of Docker Compose, I'm using DCO. I also recommend taking these subcommands, picking letters out of those, and dedicating them to a specific subcommand. So in this case, kubectl get G and all A, hence KGA. Versus the next line where I add the capital A as an argument. So in that case, I have KGAA. So I'm building on the same prefix for the various arguments that I pass when it comes to a specific subcommand. And then just hop over to the command line, and instead of typing out long commands, KGA, I use that one all the time. And as a quick word of caution, there is an alias function in the fish shell. Steer clear of that. It is not what you think it is. Instead, just go to the abbreviation command directly.